October is the last day of my Vlogtober, and it's Halloween. How are you all? So the weather is probably Halloweeny, very changeable, very rainy, very windy. Yesterday I managed to do the Bruce the Bat, which I finished just now. It's my lunch break. I just finished my bat. So I started him last night. Bruce the Bat. This is a pattern by Pigeon's Nest that I bought at the Alexandra Palace at the Knit and Stitch show. So this is Bruce the Bat, made entirely in Toft DK leftovers. DK leftovers. So I got the charcoal and the black. And this is actually, it's not a leftover, this is actually the coral from this week's workshop, but there's so much and I needed so little that I thought I could actually borrow it. So this is Bruce the Bat. And it was actually really quick to make, very quick, painless and fun. You just have a little bit of sewing to do, but apart from that, it's a really lovely pattern. It's a really lovely make, and I just wanted to show it to you quickly now that I just finished it before I hang him at the door. Bruce the Bat is gonna be hanging at the door together with my spooky ghost. I'm really pleased with it. So yes, if you guessed that I would manage to finish it today, you guessed it right. Bruce the Bat. And then I started yesterday my pumpkin. So this is what I managed to do before I started Bruce the Bat. And this is what I still have quite a bit of lunch break actually. So this is what I can continue today. I have been out when I started my lunch break. We just went quickly to Marks and Spencer because I had a free treat for my birthday and today was the last day I could get it, so I got a cake. I chose the carrot cake. So yeah, we're gonna have that tomorrow, which is really nice treat. Then while we were there, I really wanted to have a pumpkin spice latte because today is Halloween. I haven't had any pumpkin spice latte this season, which is crazy. I know. So we went to Costa. I know they don't have exactly pumpkin spice latte, but they do have some sort of like Halloweeny type of drink usually, and they didn't have any. They already had all of the festive ones, so the Christmas ones, which is a little bit, I know they're gonna launch them tomorrow, but at least leave the Halloweeny ones still to be purchased today. That is Halloween. So I was a bit disappointed. I still got it. Oh, actually, I didn't get a Christmas cup. You did. Did you throw it away?
That's thrown away.
Well, I did get it. Yanni got the same as I have. It was called butter pecan something. It's nice, but Yanni was saying it's a bit boring. It's not as interesting as usually they are. I think I prefer, for the festive ones, I prefer the gingerbread latte. And they also have the Black Forest hot chocolate at Costa, which is really nice. So next time I'll just have that. And Yanni had the Christmas cup. I didn't. So I didn't manage to get a Halloween autumnal drink, but I'm probably the first one who had a Christmas one. At least of the people I know. At least I can't say I didn't get a Christmas one this year. Before I move on to show you the patterns of the day, the last 4 mushroom inspired patterns of the day, I just wanted to briefly talk about the Mushroomalong again. So I am hosting this MushroomalongMAL until the 14th of November. So for a month from 14th of October to 14th of November. It's just for fun. There are no prizes. It's just for us to, kind of have fun and share, maybe use some leftovers and do some cute autumnal decorations, or even toys, or I've actually had some garments also, all of them mushroom inspired, and I have been sharing mushroom inspired patterns or that feature mushrooms for a total of 41, with the last 4 being shared today throughout the second half of October. And yes, so again, if you choose to make any, just let me know. There's still a couple of weeks of time to make things, and some of them might be super quick, some of them might take a bit longer, but I'm sure they will all be amazing. So, and since today is the last day of Vlogtober, I just wanted to again share what has been made. Well, I made my toffed mushroom, which I haven't finished. I haven't put the dots yet because I kind of like it without, but yeah, I might at a certain point, just for completeness. I do like to properly finish things. So that's my own, and I still plan to make some of the others, but now I got all busy with my secret project and all the Halloween things, like my crochet hat and now Bruce the Bat and the pumpkin. But yeah, I hope that I will be able to do at least another one before the 14th of November. And then I had the Crafty Dawn, who made, I think I've seen 3, so I'm gonna share here the picture with the ones that she made. Congratulations, Crafty Dawn, you are the one who actually made the most. Thank you for taking part in the MushroomalongMAL. Thank you so much for actually taking the time, and your mushrooms are really lovely, and I particularly love the colors that you chose. And then Petra took part as well. She finally finished her own mushroom last night, which you're gonna see here. So she also had a toffed mushroom pattern, but her own was different than mine because it was a trick-or-treat 2 years ago. Yani, it was a trick-or-treat 2 years ago in 2023, and she actually bought it for herself and one for me as I think my birthday gift or Christmas, I don't remember, I think birthday. And so yeah, I got the closed cup, bottom cup yellow one, and she got the open one, which is a bit bigger, with the kind of red orange color. I'm really pleased that she finally finished because it looks amazing. So you will see it now. I think she also was missing the dots when she sent me the pictures. This is what I have so far, but if you follow the MAL, then you might be able to see it when it is fully completed with all the dots. So this was actually fun, and it was a lot of fun also to share the patterns. So let me just go and do the last few patterns. So the last 4 patterns that I'm sharing this Vlogtober that are mushroom inspired, these are all crochet, I believe. Yeah, they are all crochet, and they're all stuffed toys. At least they have eyes, so I classify them as toys, and they are like kind of figurines and funny looking ones, and I think they're so cute, all of them. The first one is called Mushroom Sprite and is crochet, of course, and this one is actually done in fingering for ply. I think it's probably the smallest that I've seen in terms of the yarn used. And this is available as a Ravelry download. You can purchase it, or you can visit the pattern website. And here they show a couple of colors. So it actually has legs. So it's like a little mushroom fairy almost. It was originally done in cotton with a 2mm hook, which is tiny, but why not? Then the second one for the day, it's also a fun one. This is called Mushroom Buddy. It's crochet, and it's available as very small amount, 1.84 pounds for New Zealand dollars. And it's also done with cotton, but in this case it's DK, and it looks really tiny and cute, and it has a nice little face, and yeah, adorable. Then another fun one, and that again is done with a different type of yarn. It's Jackie the Pirate Mushroom. This is really interesting. It's actually available for free, but you have to go to their website. It looks really fun. So I can see it's done in chenille, or what looks like chenille. So yeah, Honey Bunny is a chenille, and you can use exactly that. So it's gonna be done in bulky, so it's gonna be super quick because I can see it's fairly tiny. I love it, and I think it's really fun with this idea of a pirate mushroom. It's quite interesting, and yes, it's available for free. So if you want to try something different, and now you can see why I'm saying that today's one are like toy mushrooms, or can be classified as toys. And then lastly we have mushroom guy, which looks and I kept confusing them, looks remarkably similar to the mushroom boy, but I think it's the same inspiration probably, but it has some differences. I can see the body, the face, the hat, the way the hat is constructed is completely different. And this is crochet, but is done in fingering 4-ply again. So we actually have 2 out of 4 today for the first time that are done in fingering 4-ply. And I can see that there's also a super, they've done a few like huge one. Of course you can change, so this is what is offered here, but they've done a super tiny one, a medium one, a huge one. It really looks really actually nice and squidgy. So yeah, I don't see why not making both. Why not? So yeah, this concludes all of the patterns that I selected. There were many more, so if you want to see more, you just select. I think I just typed mushroom or Ravelry, and there were pages and pages of patterns, and then I selected the ones that I kind of like, they immediately attracted my eye, and I stopped after a certain point because I couldn't have a massive collection. But you know, if you've seen something that you like but it's not exactly what you want to make, there's a lot more on Ravelry. But this was my selection, and I hope actually you enjoyed like following this little collection. The bundle is gonna stay on Ravelry, so I'm gonna link it below as usual, together with the patterns that I shared today. And it's just gonna stay on my Ravelry, so whenever you want to go back and see if next year you want to do mushrooms in July, you can go back and see. If you haven't saved them yet, you can go back and see them in my bundle. They will always be there, and I try to be good on Ravelry, so I try to keep up with what I'm doing. This month actually I don't think I've been as good as I usually am, so I need to I will do it in the next few days when I have a bit more time to kind of update my Ravelry project pages. This was actually fun. I enjoyed it. I hope you did it too. So I will be now, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna hang my little Bruce the Bat at the door together with the spooky ghost, and then I will continue my pumpkin a little bit. But yeah, and probably I'd say I will check in a little bit later. I will be working on my podcast, on my usual podcast, which is gonna be particularly rich this month because I was, again, like September, very productive. And then I have a couple of other ideas that I'm going to share throughout November. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider subscribing so that you will not miss out the next videos that I'm gonna put out before Vlogmas. And at the beginning of December I am definitely doing Vlogmas. I really enjoyed doing Vlogtober now. It was quite interesting and quite a bit of a learning curve for quite a new YouTuber like I am, being able to just, you know, every day just take a camera out, film, and then edit and publish the same day. Usually it takes me a little bit longer than this, so it was definitely interesting, and I've learned a lot. So that was definitely really good. And yes, so I am definitely up for Vlogmas. Plus I've got my advents coming, and I absolutely have to share them with you. So that would be your Vlogmas. So yeah, please tune in for Vlogmas and let me know in the comments if there's what you liked most throughout this Vlogtober and what have you been up to tonight. Anyway, I'm gonna go finish my pumpkin, hang my little bat, and go back to work, and then put out a little bit of a Halloween display outside of the door, and then get ready for a spooky night tonight. And I will check again with you later, just before the end of the day. So thank you for now, and see you later. So I just remember that I had this skull necklace and earrings that I used to wear when I was young and cool. And I just remember that I had it, and I was like, oh, today I kind of fancy wearing it. So I've got it on for the rest of the day. I should have worn it for my team meeting this morning, but I completely forgot. So yeah, this is gonna be on for the rest of the day and probably for the weekend. Okay, so I'm ready in my outfit. I took Bruce and I pinned it to my hat. I think he looks great there. Yes, I got black dress. Got this thing on the black dress. And then I have got stripy ties. So I am officially a witch tonight. I kind of wanted to go with a broom, but I don't have a broom, so I tried to take out a mop. It didn't look very good though, so I'll skip the broom for tonight. I'll just well, have a lift from my assistant. So it's too low for you, Yanni. Oh, no, it's too high for me. There. Yeah. So, this is the end of Vlogtober, but we will be joining you again in December for Vlogmas with Loki also. Where's Loki? Loki, come and say goodbye. Oh, you're here. Oh, cutie. Good girl. There. With Loki all ready to go, also trick-or-treating. Well, we're not going trick-or-treating, we're going to someone's house. She's all ready to go. And
have a bit of a party.
Happy Halloween and see you in Vlogmas. Bye-bye.
Bye.